Okay, next question from Lori. Hello, thanks again for providing this service. Oh, thanks. Yeah. I don't know. What was I going to do tonight anyway? My weird hotel room. At least the bed's still made, though. So, yeah, at least there's that. The least I can do, right? Let's see. I was wondering if the long term plan is to completely eradicate the virus, similar to polio or smallpox, and polio's almost gone, but not quite, or to manage it more like we do with the flu. Yeah, that would be a really bad idea. So, the goal has to be to completely eradicate this virus because this virus spreads really fast and because this has much higher just hospitalization rates and death rates and long term complication rates than anything that you or I would consider a normal infection, like the flu. There's no this old idea that you go out and you get a bunch of diseases and then that it didn't kill me so it made me stronger. This old Nietzsche idea is there's not any medical basis for that. It is philosophy, and philosophy is the sport of the mind. Yeah. And coronavirus actually attacks the brain, we know now. So, yeah, it probably makes philosophy impossible. So, yeah, not a good fit. Yeah, no, we have to drive this thing absolutely to extinction. That's what the future depends on. And I guess since we're talking about that, we can talk about the way we're doing things right now. I think there's a lot of push to go back to how things were. And I don't know that we can. There are a lot of jobs that seem to be not necessary in a world where people don't go into places and do things in large groups. And it's not that these people are useless, it's that we can't go back to a world that was different than the one that we're living in because circumstances have changed. There is COVID 19 now. And so instead of trying to go back, we basically got to figure out, and I have no idea what this means. This is like a high level, political science, philosophy, whatever kind of question that I'm totally incompetent to tackle. But we need to figure out what the new normal is and how to go there. Because this is some kind of, I don't know if it's an evolutionary step, but it's at least a developmental step. This is going to leave a mark, I think. The way a World War II or a World War I left a mark. The way a Great Depression left a mark. This is a thing that's going to be in the history books. And years from now, I think you're going to get economists and all these people talking about the interesting and maybe even unpredictable ways that COVID 19 actually changed the world. There are going to be some of these changes that are probably good for people in some way. Again, I have no idea what those are going to look like, but just from the things that have happened in the past, yeah, there are all kinds of weird looking silver linings out there somewhere. And so that's probably what we need to be doing. How we get through this and how we still manage to take care of all the people that we have while transitioning to the future. That is a huge, huge problem that, once again, I am not. Yeah. I'm not the guy to solve that problem. Not the guy to solve any problem. But that's what I would like to hear people talking about. And no, not talking about. That's what I would like to hear people doing things about. Yes. Doing something that would meaningfully shift us to a new, I'm not going to say the word paradigm, to a new way of thinking. There we go. That actually, yeah, is different than what we've got now, but is compatible with the new reality. That there is coronavirus, and there will be things like coronavirus also in the future. And humans are very adaptive. We've found ways through all kinds of bad situations in the past. And yeah, I want to see the big heavy hitters, the big thinkers, wherever you are, going out and finding some solutions. It's just build me a bridge to the future, and I don't know what it's going to look like, but yeah. And once the bridge is there, we just got to be brave and cross it. That's what I think. Yeah. So there we go. But yeah, we got to kill this virus dead for sure. Yeah, no question about it. It's not a thing that we can manage, because managing is trying to go back to how it was. We want to be able to do all this stuff, but just let people drop dead and not be able to. None of this, none of commerce works properly. Oh, it means it's time for bed. None of commerce works properly when you're afraid that you may get a life-threatening or life-ending disease from a transaction. That just skews everything. And yeah, we need to find a way to get rid of this, or to set up a situation where this virus actually burns itself out, because we are that socially distant. So anyway, thanks very much. I rambled a little bit at the end, but I hope there's something useful in the middle there. It's a good question. I'm glad you asked it. Yeah, Lori, have a good night. Yeah, thanks very much. This is Ask Dr. Ben.